Hi, this is Sarah Krupp, and this is my initial post for Module 5 discussion post on urban climate, more specifically on urban heat island effects. My first contributing factor for this is anthropogenic heat, which is heat that's created by humans and animals, and also the energy waste that we create. More specifically on energy waste, things like air conditioning, transportation, and industrial plants. My strategy to mitigate this would be to build with more passive airflow in mind to kind of help naturally cool us in our buildings and not rely so much on AC units. And then also move towards more public mass transit and regulate industries to produce in a more green way, have more green industrial plants. My second one is loss of vegetation. So when ground cover and native plants are just replaced by buildings and roadways, this is a huge problem. Those surfaces are usually impervious, so it doesn't accept the water. Monocrops in agriculture also contribute to this. And then a way to mitigate this would be to do more living walls and roofs and create more green spaces, cover the existing spaces in these sort of green ways. And then also replace like big concrete medians with small trees and native bushes and native grasses. And then the third one is building structures themselves. They usually have a pretty low surface albedo, and that absorbs all of the heat and all of the sunlight instead of reflecting it back. And even just the shadow patterns that these buildings create can make it difficult for what is left of native plants below. And then the grid patterns that the city is usually laid out in also create these urban canyons that are a bit destructive for the overall air canopy of the city. A way to mitigate this would be to use more high albedo paints and surfaces that we can cover the surrounding buildings with, and just kind of keep that minimized so that we don't have as much heat being released back into the air in the evenings by these buildings and by the ground cover, parking lots in particular. So that is my post for this week, and I'm looking forward to see what everybody else has.